The rapture of Christians before the tribulation. I believe in it, and here's one nugget of truth that you'll find at the very end of Revelation. In chapter 22, verses 18 and 19, right before Jesus says, I am coming soon, here's what God warns of. He says, I warn everyone who hears the words of the prophecy of this book. If anyone adds to them, God will add to him the plagues described in this book. And if anyone takes away from the words of the book of this prophecy, God will take away his share in the tree of life and in the holy city, which are described in this book. Now, Deuteronomy chapter 4 instructs people to never add or take away from the word of God. And here we have God telling us specifically to never add or take away from the book of Revelation. God tells us if we take away from the words of the book, that we won't get a share in the tree of life or in the holy city. Now, obviously that means that we're not saved. I mean, if we don't get the tree of life, and if we don't get to be in the new heavenly Jerusalem, then we're not going to be in heaven. Similarly, God says if anyone adds to the words of the prophecy of this book, that person will get the plagues described in this book. Now, these are the plagues of the tribulation period. They consist of all the plagues that begin with the 7 seals, the 7 trumpets, and go into the 7 bowls of God's wrath. Isn't it interesting? Of course, to add or take away from the prophecy of Revelation or from the Bible itself, these would be equally evil things to do. And we are told that the people who do this do not enter heaven, and or the people who do this endure the plagues of the tribulation. Let's be clear. Christians enter the holy city. Christians get to partake of the tree of life. Christians do not have added to them the plagues of the book of Revelation, which begins with the 7 seals. Interesting. This supports a pre-tribulation rapture.